Oh my goodness, guys, you can't even imagine how many times I've tried to go online. Um, and I was about to give up, but I'm not because I really wanted to check in with you. Um, so it's been like 2 weeks since my last video, and um, ugh, it's been a crazy last 2 weeks. My son is in school now and is officially bringing home school bacteria. Um, so he was sick for the last 2 weeks, and then I got sick, and now my wife is sick. So we've been struggling through his first cold, and he's had to take some steroids to help to make sure that it doesn't turn into croup, which I had never heard of. And new time parents, if you've never heard of it, look it up. But basically, it's an infection, a kind of a throat, more so throat than chest. And their concern for little babies is that their throats can become so inflamed that it will close up, and obviously it will impact their breathing. So anyway, but he's through it, and he's feeling better. I was able to push through my cold, and I think of the three of us, my wife probably has it the worst. She's getting over a pretty gnarly virus infection, virus. So she's been out for the last week. So anyway, it's been a struggle, but we made it through. A couple of good things have happened related to my self-care, though. In the middle of that, I discovered a um, massage, like $20, $25 foot massage place by my job. So um, I am committed to going at least once a week, maybe on my lunch, because typically I need to head out to pick up the baby right after work. And then, once you get home, it's not happening. So I'm thinking that that might be my consistent, affordable self care piece of self care. But anyway, I went and it was great. And um, what else have I been doing? I've been trying to connect with folks and friends that I haven't seen, and just make time for that. So we had friends in from out of town last weekend. I know I missed the colds and school and all of that, but trying to just keep folks around, because it's really easy to just I want to just say this, for all of you who are navigating new parenthood with someone in your life. And I say that because, for us going through it, it's going to be what it is, right? Like but then there's all the people that we're connected to that we love. And essentially you guys are kind of going through it with us. And, I say this with like loving kindness. Um, things look different, and time looks different, and energy looks different, and motivation to do things beyond like the trillion things that you have to do every day looks different. And I am I made a list, and I'm continuing to add to this list of things that I'm no longer going to apologize for. The first on my list being, having shit on my shirt, because that's just what it is. Like, you have a baby that's going to be spitting up on you. You ever wonder what that is? It's spit up. And another thing is just like not necessarily wanting to do everything that comes in my Facebook invitation box. And that's just real deal. And it's not because I necessarily have anything to do that day. It's just that I have nothing to do, and I'm okay with that. Because it's rare at this point. And just being sensitive to the fact that, um, you know, it's it's an added step to find childcare and babysitters and negotiating all of that. And so, spontaneity is not as feasible or realistic as it might have been pre-baby. So planning is key. And I recognize that I'm already a natural planner, but this is like taking planning to the next level. So, just things that I'm learning and trying to learn how to communicate. So this video was a little longer than 5 minutes because it's been 2 weeks, and I just want you to know that this journey, um, I am trying to, more than anything, this is really about being consistent with something that I care about, even in my inconsistencies. By creating this space and this time, it gives me something to come back to, even if I stray. And I'm going to give myself permission to mess up and come back. And, you know, it doesn't always make for an interesting video stream, but it certainly is real. And I know that I'm going to get at the end of this challenge by hook or by crook, honey. So, anyway, I thank you for your patience. And if you are watching, let me know, because interestingly enough, um, a former colleague of mine mentioned that, she'd been following along and noticed that I fell off. And, just that simple bit of, um, it was sort of like motivation and a reminder that, hey, like, there's community supporting this process with you. And part of why I wanted to do this with you all is that you can hold me accountable. Because some things I have a really hard time being consistent about, and self-care is one of them. So thank you for reminding me that I have support, and it's helped me get back in the saddle and do what I do. And you will continue to see me, and I'm gonna mash through this process in the most loving way that I can and that I know how. And I know that there's good to come out of that. There's good things waiting for me on the other side of this, and hopefully you too, because if you've decided that you want to take on this challenge and you've been taking on this challenge with me, then there is something waiting for you as well. So, anyway, I am going to continue with the rest of my Saturday. It's a beautiful day here in Sacramento. I'm probably going to go for a walk and um, just take in the day. And yeah, hold on one sec. And I will see you all tomorrow on day 39 of my Soul Care Challenge.